Whether it's seeing the sights scattered around the planets, maybe at the ports, or having a drink with your friend while you discuss your next quest and mission, grabbing whatever resources you need to sell to another trader, or buying guns, armor, and other equipment as you go out into the verse for many bounties. Hi, I'm Inseando, and this is my first time playing Star Citizen. While playing Star Citizen, I found myself really enjoying a lot of the gameplay mechanics and a lot of the sights, scenes, and some of the interactions that you can have with both players and NPCs. This little video here is going to be the first part in a multi-part series of my playthrough and a few things, tips, tricks along the way that I think you guys would enjoy to know, starting with a little bit of a user interface guide. First things first, to get into your menu, you're going to want to press F1, which will bring up this page here. It'll show your balance, your personal details, your vitals, the atmosphere, its composition, and some of the suit status things that you'll want to keep a track on when you're not at a port or not in your vehicle. Make sure you keep an eye on those as you're going through the verse. They're going to be really important for you. Down here at the bottom, you'll go over to Comlink. It'll be the far left. It'll incorporate your global chat, your friends, the members, any changes you want to make. This list here will be your friends. I don't have a whole lot as I just started. And then any pending requests towards new players. This next one here is going to be your loadout manager. It'll be where your ships are able to be customized to your liking, whether it's changing your generators, coolers, the paint schematics, or even your vehicle's weapons. Everything is changeable on almost every ship. I'm not sure beyond what is doable on more than the Aurora. This one here is called Knickknacks. I haven't figured out quite what this one does. I have a feeling it might be if you've recently purchased something, you know where you got it. There seems to be a whole lot of options for it. This next one here is Skyline. It's going to be basically your map for the entirety of the game. Right now we just have the Stanton system. There's going to be an update at some point that's going to have Pyro. As you can see here, if you click and hold the right mouse button, it'll let you pan it around like that. And if you use a scroll wheel on your mouse, you can zoom in and see the planets and their moons. As well as you can see here on Crusader, it has Port Olisar. And then a couple comma rays, and it will give you a brief description of the planet at the top. This next one here is Mo Trader. It allows you to trade with other players and, well, not necessarily trade, but gift them money. Sorry, I closed my thing. Pull it back up here. So that was Mo Trader. Pretty simple. Contract Manager. This will be your missions or quests if you're not used to that kind of wording. Pretty much it's kind of repetitive on some of the quests, but as we go through here, you'll kind of see there's a whole bunch of different ones. That first one, delivery, search, investigation, mercenaries, bounty hunter, ECN alerts. This one right here, a call to arms. You want to make sure that you pick that up if you're going to do any kind of bounty hunting or mercenary work. It'll track your crime stat, neutralize number, and get you a lot of extra money on the sides if you're doing mercenary or bounty hunter quests. Provide backup is one of the ones that I do a lot of. You get 15,000 per, and then on bounty hunter, occasionally I'll do some of those. There's ones where it's removing people from a mine, similar to claim jumpers, but I haven't done that one yet. It's a little bit more intense. And then these one are just your standard delivery missions. Like this one here, it's having you gather some resources from a vessel, and just to transport it back. Ling family does a lot of pick up these packages, take them back. If you're not wanting any of the combat, those ones are probably best for you. These ECN alerts, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't done one. One of them just popped up. It doesn't give you any like information beyond people have requested those. This next one is personal. You will get your own individual quests as well as you complete more, and it branches out and opens up access to some others. Like this one here is a delivery, search and seizure. This is another one of those ones where you need to get a crate and deliver the rest of it. I love that little part there. Some scrub with a pack and no transport does me as much good as a comb does for a bald man. You know, some of the quest lines and some of the things they put in here really make me laugh, and it lets me enjoy it a lot. This next part here is going to be the ones that you have accepted, the history of the ones you've completed recently, and beacons. I haven't seen any other beacons. I did create a beacon. It's basically just a spot where people can come and help you out if you get stranded out in the middle. This one here is going to be a little less. These last three are a little less serious. We'll get into the system maintenance one or the vehicle maintenance one after a little bit. This one here just kind of shows your progression into each company's or each group's quest line, and as you complete more and more of their missions, they'll advance further into it. So from here, we're going to go into looking into our inventory. Pressing I opens your inventory. Anything you've collected and gathered will show up here. As you equip armor, you'll gain these extra compartments, like your core armor compartments, leg compartments, and backpack. When it comes to that, you're going to want to make sure that you're wearing the appropriate gear for certain things. You can make a lot of changes. Like if you don't want to have a certain gun equipped, you can just hover over it, drag it on, drag it off. Same thing here. With the ammunitions, you can hover over the ammunitions, drag and drop them over. I think they could flush that part out a little bit more, because I've got quite a few mags on me that probably have a few rounds used out of them that I could get rid of. I also haven't found a way to like repack any magazines. I don't know if that's something that's a part of the game or not. I would like for it to be. Pretty much everything here. As you see on this backpack here, it says it's a heavy backpack with a core compatibility being heavy. You need to make sure that the armor that you're wearing is a heavy armor, otherwise you won't be able to equip it. There are different backpacks for different core compatibilities, so it's going to be a little easy. So here we're going to go grab our ship. You'll come up to the vehicle retriever system, hit retrieve, it'll give it a second, and then it'll say vehicles being waiting at, and then it'll designate which hangar's going to be at. So you'll go to the elevator, hit call. I was kind of looking at, it'll just say elevator on it, and then make sure you just click the corresponding hangar. Mine's at hangar 2. Again, I've just been barely playing, so I only have the Aurora Mark II, or the MR. I'm kind of just looking around, getting a little distracted there. It'll show hangar. The door closed on me, so I was going out. You can actually just click the door and it'll open up. NPCs are kind of a little weird sometimes. Really beautiful scenery. I love the graphics for this game. So this is my MR2. It's a fairly standard ship. If you get the base pledge version of the ship, version of the game, this is going to be the MR you get. There is one thing I do want to mention about the MR. Yes, it does have a bed in it for you to log out when you're in space, but don't. Your vehicle also does have its own storage. As you can see here, I've got a lot of odds and ends, some weapons, some ammunitions, a few helmets that I took off some of the AI enemies that were trying to take over a security outpost. So we're going to enter the pilot seat here. And as you kind of see here, you have an overhead. It's going to have everything kind of just spread out. It's going to be a little hard to tell. But press F, go over here to the left, and the one that says landing services, you're going to go ahead and press that, or you can come into Comlink and go to friends, and then here where you see the landing service, press that. It'll say that it's hailing it, and it will basically request clearance to leave the hangar. When it does that, go ahead and press For me, I like to press L. It'll turn my lights on for the ship, just for the added visibility. Press spacebar to ascend, control to descend, W to apply forward throttle, S to apply reverse throttle. A and D are to kind of just strafe left and right. So F4 will bring you into third-person view. We can get a chance to actually take a look at our ship. When you leave a station, make sure you pull up your landing gear on your vehicle. Pressing N will do that. This one's a fairly simple one. Kind of admiring the visuals here. I love how fleshed out the visuals are in this game. I haven't seen a whole lot of glitchiness or bugginess when it comes to that, and like piloting these have just been immensely satisfying. If you do have joysticks, you can use those. I don't have any. At some point, if I continue playing this game the way I do, I might consider investing a little bit into that. We're gonna take a look at the map, kind of figure out what we want to do. So we'll just do a quick contract. Like I said, I like doing the mercenary ones here. Provide backups. It's a quick 15,000 just for the base mission, but that call to arms will also get you a couple extra 100 units per. As you can kind of see, it's not showing my marker for that. I mistakenly didn't click track on it. If you click call to arms first, it'll track that, but since there's no immediate things for you to get, it's not going to pop anything up. So it'll show up, okay, we got to go to Cellin, set route, and it shows up there in the top left, OM1 and Cellin. So we'll actually have to do a two-part jump. Here I'm trying to get orientated around and kind of get clear of these asteroids a little bit. Kind of come up here. Okay, so here I'm kind of... Okay, so this one, I can't do that one. I'm looking at having to jump. Oh, there's a triangle down there at the bottom I need to focus on. Me doing that, I'm kind of trying to see if I can jump to it a little bit. If it was the... Okay, there we go. So there's OM1. We're going to let our booster spool. To pull up your boosters or to activate your boosters, you'll press B, and then once it finishes spooling and calibrating, press and hold B, and it'll actually engage them. So here we go again. Angle, spool, calibrate, and press and hold. Now, this here is going to be a little bit of the part that might deter some people, is that distances do take actual time to get to. This one's not too far off. It's in the same little orbit, so it's not terribly far off. But this is going to be Cellin. As you can see, there's a whole lot of different indicators here, but we're going to kind of just zoom on over and take out some hostiles. It'll kind of auto-orient your ship, and then it kind of sits there for a second, and then as it kind of goes along, it'll speed up, and you'll see yourself just zoom across the planet. It was originally kind of nerve-wracking when I first did this, because you come in pretty close to the surface of the planet, and for me, I was like, man, I really don't want to crash into that. I thought when I first started playing this game, I jumped to Crusader, and it was such a large planet that I thought I was about to just impact the side of it, but the planet's just huge. So we're going to continue on here. This last 22 kilometers is going to be something that we'll have to manually fly. You can see the distance above the indicator as well as your altitude on the right. Vehicle velocity on the left. You can change your max velocity using the scroll wheel on your mouse, which will, if you're going as fast as I was, as I kind of saw there, it will automatically adjust your velocity as you go below your speed indicator. On the left, it'll show the amount of throttle you've got put in, and then on the right, your, like I said, your altitude, your G-force, and your weapon systems. I did see a ship here. I'm not seeing any movement. If you press and hold F and then use the scroll wheel to zoom in, you can actually see a little bit. I'm going to try and see if somebody's doing that quest or if somebody's camping it out. Okay, so not sure if those scans do anything. I haven't figured out how to scan vehicles yet. So we're going to come in here, press N to engage your landing gear. And then, okay, this is a little bit too far down. I don't want to, we're going to kind of come up and get a little closer to the ridge, but not too close. I don't want them to just immediately, it's rough. Press U, it will turn your ship off, and then press and hold Y to exit the seat. And then look to your doors. You can open the doors, exit. I'll do open so you can kind of see. You can just jump out of your vessel. Pressing 2 will pull out your weapon, and then pressing and holding 2 will bring up your weapons wheel. This does kind of, yeah, okay. So sometimes the scopes on guns will have that effect. The one thing I'll say about the scopes is, yeah, you've got this really nice view at the center of it, but one thing I've kind of realized is that the edges could use a little flushing out. You know, if instead of just graying them out like that, they could just kind of leave the basics. So I didn't see anyone. I was going to wait it out, but I decided we're just going to head out. Okay, so I can't jump up in there, so we're just going to press and hold F to enter shift. And we're going to be kind of cautious about this when we go in there, because that ship's still sitting there. I sat there for a few minutes waiting to see if someone came out. Someone else can do that same mission, and I just don't want them to be down there waiting for me, trying to kind of plot against me. So we're going to kind of think here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so the ship's still there. You can see that little chevron indicator beneath the ship that tells you it's there. I still don't know how to scan ships, so we're just gonna kind of come up next to it. You good? That was kind of weird. Okay, we're gonna exit the ship. Kind of be a little cautious around here. Gonna take a look here, see if. Okay, we'll just go in. That little pop you heard was me opening my drink. Okay, be cautious, make sure they're not camping around. These areas are actually PvP enabled, so if another player was here, they could take me out if they wanted to. Gonna kind of crouch here. This is one of those moments that's kind of tense because I don't want to. Okay, so this will be the direction. We're kind of hiding behind this pillar here, so we're gonna creep out here. When using your gun, pressing E or Q will give you that lean. Instead of like some other games where it's an immediate lean, your character will first angle and then actually kind of lean out. You can kind of see it there. It's not like a long time wait. I'm trying to figure out if those are enemies. I know that security is usually white, but I'm not always certain if with him saying that. Okay, so there's a white one. He's not messing with me. This one's getting a little too close. So I'm going to go ahead and drop him. Okay, see how it says right there, awarded 1,000 AUEC. That means I just got 1,000 credits because he was a higher priority target. That's that call to arms. Every time you eliminate one of these guys, you get that extra. It's not always 1,000, but it is a little bit. This guy's just chilling here. Okay, we're gonna kind of Creep our way around here. Okay, so he is just kind of sitting there. Okay, so see that one was only 500. So we're gonna lean here. Kind of peek out here. That one's in white. Okay. To loot bodies here, press and hold F and then hit loot. There's not a whole lot when it comes to their loot. As you can see, I've kind of collected some ammunition. I like to make sure that I've always got plenty. And taking their mags is just kind of a free way to get that extra. There's another 2 blue guys. We're going to drop him. This one's pushing up a little too close for me. Dude threw his gun. Jesus. Go ahead and reload here. Try and loot this one. Let's go a little closer apparently. Okay, so he's got twin shotgun ammo, so I don't need that. Everything that's on them you can take. I can't tell if that's a blue. Yep. See, another 500. I love the visuals in this game. I was trying to... Okay, so as you can see, there's 2 hostiles remaining. The security detail here will actually try and eliminate them as well. We're going to try and snipe this guy if he peeks his head out. Okay. He did hit me there a little bit. You got to be careful about those kind of things. I was hoping that would have killed him. For being a headshot with the sniper, I would kind of hope that it would have done a little bit more. So we're going to swap back to our SMG. Okay, so he must have died. We're going to kind of creep up here. There's one left, and sometimes it can be in just the most random places. The security AI won't always go straight for him. F12. Okay, I had asked who was on portal on post dipper to see if anyone was there. Kind of just checking to see if anyone made a comment about that. When you have your chat up, if you press enter, it'll actually pull up your chat and let you text. F12 is a shortcut key to hide or unhide your global chat. So we're going to kind of creep around here. I'm not going to focus on any of the looting just yet. I want to try and find this last guy, which I'm not seeing him down here. Okay, that one's aiming up, so we're gonna go upstairs. Just heard a shot. It sounded like it was this way, so we're gonna... Okay, so I see those shots going off over there, so we're gonna kind of creep this way. See if he's over here. Yep, there he is. Could have shot him there. And he's down. So you can take their magazines. I'm taking these ones, and then you can also take their weapons too. There in the port, it didn't show that I had very many equipment spots, but I do. You see, you got more than one. You can swap your weapons. So here I'm going to go through. Here's the quest completion, 16,000 AUC for that. Now, since it's done, there's no more hostiles. They're not going to spawn in here, so we're going to go around and look for some loot containers. They kind of blend in pretty good. I liked that. They didn't just stand out. This one here is a loot. These thin gray ones, usually weapons, attachments, things like that. Gonna take the grenade, if it'll let me. There we go. Don't need that. I'll take that sight. Don't need the custodian magazine. I'll take that flash hider. And then don't need the Coda pistol. We'll take the compensator. I haven't found a way to sell like the attachments or anything like that. I don't know if there's way to do so. I just kind of seem to hoard the parts for that. So we're gonna kind of just go through here and loot this out. I might kind of speed this up a little bit until we get to the completion on this, but I kind of want to tell you guys about the rest of the different kind of loot boxes and stuff to keep an eye out for as you do these quests. Deliveries, I think, can have them at certain locations. I'm not sure what all locations, but I always like to take the guns because it never hurts to have extras. There's a kind of weird audio, so you'll kind of see me looking around to make sure I've got that actual weapon. This one right here, these larger white ones, every now and then it does kind of mess up. You don't have to close it. I just kind of shotgun, custodian SMG mag. The fruit you can actually sell, usually at the admin centers, at ports and planets, moons, wherever. These ones, they look like they're lootable. I'll check them every now and then in case they make any updates to add more loot spawns. But I'm going to try and clear out... Oh, here's another white one. I'm going to try and clear out each level. Ooh, I don't have that one yet. Put that in my hands. Okay. Don't need the shotgun or the shotgun magazine. It's a cool looking gun. I love their guns in this game. Let's see what this guy has. Oh, more ammo. I know I don't need this much ammo, but I like to make sure that I have extras in the event that, oh, I guess I have too many. So we're going to drop one of these P4 ARs. I'm going to take this stuff off of it though. So one cool thing is you can do on the fly customizations, changing things out, removing things. So we're going to drop that one. Grab this one. And then we're going to just kind of continue on. We'll swap back to our SMG and continue looking around for any more boxes. We already went through all that, so I think we might head downstairs now. Anything lootable over here? Let's see, twin, don't need that gun. I think, yeah, he was a twin too, so we don't need to pick up those. We already checked those two. Oh, there's a box. This is another one of the boxes. It's a small square box. Looks like food spawns in there. Occasionally they can spawn back here in this corner, so I always check back here. I haven't seen any other spawns around here, but I always check just to make sure. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Kind of get a look around some of these, make sure we're getting everything. So I think we can go down, loot all of down here. There's no white box here. Another knife. I'm gonna try and keep knives and stuff separate. Okay. Okay. There's two more loot boxes here. Another one of these small square ones. It looks like more food. Again, this stuff can be sold. If you really wanted to maximize, you could, you know, instead of taking the ammos and guns, you could take the food and stuff and store it in your vehicle and then sell it when you get back to the port. I'm not going to do that. Some of them you can eat too. Eat, drink, there are foods and waters. You do have to kind of look at your amount of, what's it called? Hydration and hunger, basically. This is another spot that spawns a couple loots. There's a small box here. These aren't set in stone as to like, they'll always be here each time you come through. There are different spawns for certain things. I'm checking to see if that was lootable. Occasionally they'll be under these desks. That one as well. I'm not seeing any right now. Kind of just double checking. Okay, not seeing any. So we're gonna check here. I haven't seen anything spawn back here at all, but again, I'm still new, so I'm just kind of double checking and seeing if they do ever spawn. Looks, but this game is just beautiful. Okay, so I think that's all of that. I'm probably gonna run through, double check a couple spots. Finish looting down here. There's a gun over there. What's that? I think that's a shotgun. Yep, that's a shotgun. And the guns in this game look so cool. Like there's a multitudinous amount of guns to choose from and customize how you see fit. So I looted that one. Don't think there's anything else down there. So we'll just kind of make our way out. So like right there, you can kind of see he's just kind of walking up against the wall. So the AI is not fleshed out entirely yet in this game, but it's enough to enjoy. There is a guy that I'd seen who made a video regarding these missions in particular. If you're kind of more afraid to go in and do the shooting, you don't necessarily have to. The main mission requirement is not shooting allies. So you could literally just sit back and just enjoy it. So here's my food and water. I always have some on me. I don't know how long I'm going to be out. Got some attachments here I need to put in my other compartment at some point. So swap back over to our SMG. Double check, see if there's any loot spawns back here. These always look lootable to me. Okay, so oh, that ship's still here, so I'm almost concerned as to some dude waiting on a ridge to shoot me. I wonder if we can get in it. Go ahead and reload. It says ladder, but doesn't look like we can. I think this is an Origin ship. These things look so cool. And this one's pretty heavily armed. 2 missile pods, 3 guns. See if we can, see if jumping up, if we can, oh, that pops up. So we'll kind of continue on. Okay, so we'll get into our ship. Okay, and then this is like where I said having a ship storage kind of helps too, because I could store all those guns away if I wanted to. But I want to take a look at this ship, see if... Okay. Turn on my lights. That's ping. I'm gonna try and figure out. Okay, so keybinds, as you can see here, the keybinds are insane. So I'm kind of just zooming through, looking for the scan. Let's see. Oh, I think, is that, okay, scan mode toggle. That might be the one that we need. Let's see, is there, let's see if that works. Okay. It's not doing anything. Oh, did something there. Did it click? Is it a click? Oh, okay, so it's clicking, it's a left click and hold. And it'll scan a ship. Oh, popping up all kinds of information. So it shows the owner there. I might message somebody and see if any of them know him. See if he's doing something or if there's a reason his ship's here. It is kind of dangerous to just leave your ship out like this, because you can actually shoot other players' ships. Turn my light on. Oh, got stuck on that there for a second. Okay, that seat looks backwards, so I don't think he's in it. I'm not seeing anything there. So, what should we do? Let's ask chat. Okay. See if we get a response at all on that. Turn off scan mode. And that ship icon still stays there. You can see it there at the top, kind of wiggling around a little bit. So we're gonna plane out here and set a course back for Yella. Possibly. Is there Comrays, security posts? Okay, so I'm not seeing any, and I'm not seeing any kind of ports. So we'll probably, let's go Yella, back to Grimhex, set route, and we'll do that. So there it's showing that we're going to have a couple jumps. Okay, so we'll line up to it. It shows red for some reason. I'll figure it out. Okay, so I figured it out. We're gonna finish getting over here. Kind of forgot to record that last little part there, so we're just gonna fly our way back over here. I know I can't use my quantum travel here, but if I disable it, it will go away, and I want to make sure I can see it. Got my lights turned on. These asteroids are like pitch black, so it's kind of dangerous. They did respond as to someone knowing him. Okay. But they said he might be AFK. Okay, so we're going to try and slow down here. So this is just same thing as like I did before. It's requesting clearance to land, and they'll appoint you a hangar to land at. So we're just gonna kind of cruise in here. I don't want to wreck into that asteroid and lose everything. So I'm gonna try and figure out where I'm supposed to go. Looks. I'm gonna kind of zoom away from that rock. Should be on this side here, I think. So that icon that just showed up in the top right, that means that we're in an armistice zone. No shooting, no combat. Okay, looks like that's the hangar we got. We're gonna flip over. It does give you an indicator as where the landing surface is, so you know which way to orientate yourself. So we'll come in here. Turn our landing gear on.
Landing gear deployed.
And then set her down nice and easy. Alright, so that's getting us back to the port. Get everything shut off. Press and hold Y to get out of the seat. Okay. And then exit here. Try to run out. Okay, so one thing you can see bottom left is my health. It says 88%. I'm going to show you guys how to heal yourself if you don't have any med pens. Call the elevator, wait for it to come down. I come to Grimhex. I like the way it feels and the way it looks, especially with the way my character is currently set up. So 287k. There's a couple ships that I'm saving up for, so what do we got here? Personal inventory, actions. checking to see. So this right here is your multi-tool. There's a couple different ends for it. This one's for healing. I didn't know if I could use it on myself or not. But for Grim Hex, we'll just come over here to the Green Imperial. Come over here to the reception and use the little kiosk here. Checking availability and welcome. Please proceed to floor B1, room 3. So I haven't used their med station here at all. So from there you can just walk away from it. Let's see if it's this door. It says pharmacy that way. I think that goes outside, so we're not going to go that way. It says restrooms. Elevator. Maybe. I'll take a look. I don't have to go down. Those kind of look like med bays, so I might. Oh, nope, that says B1. Alright, so I guess it's elevator. I don't know why they had an elevator. It's a short trip. They could have just put it in the staircase. So the door, that's 2, 1. Oh, that's 3 right there. Every now and then you do see those kind of T-posing bodies just laying around. So you'll just come in here. Go ahead and press and hold F, lie down. You'll lie down, it'll lift you up and put this over your head. Press and hold F to interact with it. You have medical care and regeneration as you're laying here. As you can see, my health's already back up at 100. If you have any injuries or anything, it'll show it up on there as well. Any broken bones, any kind of actual injury that needs further care. So we'll go back. Regeneration. If you picked a spawn and you're not happy with it, you can change it here. I put my primary residence facility on Crusader. I was not happy with that, so now I have it set to Green Imperial, which is here. So that's the 2 options that you have. So we're gonna go ahead and get back up and kind of continue on. I think I'm gonna go to the store, but so you guys aren't having to wait around for me, I might kind of just jump to when I'm at the store or getting close to the store, because it's like a maze here and sometimes I get lost. So we'll come back out, and then okay, so here we are back at admin. Admin is the place that I'm telling you can sell all your fruit and stuff at. Come in, interact with this one, and then sell. Select location, your ship if you've got it stored there. Looks like I've got a couple things here I can sell. So I can sell those. I like that little audio. So we'll confirm that, but it looks like, no, we can't sell our guns here, so I don't know where we can do that, but we'll get it figured out. But in the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this and want to see more of it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments what you want to see on our next one. Tune in next time, guys.